Welcome to another video. Thank you for stopping by. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it, and leave a nice comment. Or if you have any questions, I'm always available to answer as soon as I see your messages. So I'm going to be making the ruffled Ashoke headband. It's quite easy. It doesn't require a lot of machine work. It's more of hand and glue and hand needle. So first off, I started by wrapping my Alice band with 37 by 2 inches satin fabric, starting from one end of the Alice band. You see the way I covered that tip. So it's just going to be glue work all the way. I'm going to be using glue all through, wrapping it, and afterward, when I finish making the ruffles, I'll attach it to the band and tack them together. So there is no issue of the gum defaulting later. So I'm going to be wrapping this headband like this. I'll fold one side like you see me doing, fold it, then wrap, fold it a little, then wrap until I get to the other end of the Alice band. I'll be doing this firmly and as tight as possible, but not too tight that it now ruins the wrapping. I hope you understand. So you try to make your work neat and firm. When you're doing this kind of work, you need to be patient. It's not something you can rush. Sometimes when you rush, you just find out that it doesn't last. What you have done does not last because the glue is not holding it the right way, and then there are some bumps along the way. It's not smooth. So take your time while you are wrapping and try to finish it neatly. You see the way I'm folding it? I fold a little, wrap, fold a little, and wrap until I cover the entire headband. So you can wrap it with 1 yard, like that's at 6 inches, or less than 1 yard, or more than 1 yard. So when you want to do yours, you can cut the same 37 inches like I did, or you cut a little more than 37 so that if you have excesses, you can trim off. And if you if you are you cannot be short. I don't know, you cannot be short if you are wrapping it the same way I did it. So 37, 38 inches should be sufficient for you. And if you like to manage your material, you can use less than 37 inches, like I said, whatever works for you. I also have a video on my channel where I used bias to wrap the headband I used for one fascinator. I'm going to put a link to that video in the description. If you would want to see that, you can watch it after this one. So the most important thing when you're wrapping is to finish it neatly, so that there are minimal glue stains, and if you have any glue stains that you want to get rid of, you can do so. But it's better you have the most minimal glue stain so that you may not need to stress over removing these stains when you are done. So take your time when you're finishing it. That part can be tricky, and reduce your material if it is too bulky. That's all for the wrapping. I'm just going to hold that for a bit to let the glue dry. Now I'm going to take measurement of the Alice band, and it is 15 inches. I'll be using two aware of Ashoke. That's two pieces. and I'll fold the two ends by quarter inch. I'll fold twice like this. So this is to stop the ashoke from fraying. Now I'm going to place the two wrong sides on each other, facing each other like this. And then I'm going to be folding it into two. You see what I'm saying? I fold it into two like this, all the way to the other end. And then I start my running stitches. So I'll be doing running stitches from this end to the other end, and I make sure that I pick the two pieces that are that have been folded together. I hope you understand. So each running stitch is picking the two pieces at the same time. Now after making the running stitches to the other end, I'm going to pull my thread and shrink the gathers to reduce the whole thing to 13 inches. Remember, it was 15 inches I measured for the headband after wrapping it. So I'm going to make sure that I shrink these gathers to 13 inches. So I'm going to shrink and then secure my thread. After securing the thread, the next thing is to place the Alice band. So remember, it was 15 inches I measured for the Alice band, and then I shrunk the gathers of Ashoke to 13 inches. So the remaining 2 inches to complete that 13 inches will come from these two ends of the gathers. Now they are going to be split into two. So I'm going to join them together like this. The two sides. I'll open them and then use my hand needle to join them together like this before placing it on the ashoke. So I glued it on the headband, and then now I'm opening it up. I'm opening the gathers to form the ruffles. I glued the gathers to the headband, and then I used my hand needle to tack it. The tacking takes time. You have to be patient. Sorry I didn't get to record that part. I thought the camera was recording, but unfortunately it didn't. So I just glued that gathers to the headband basically and then tacked it. And that is how I came to this level. So I'm going to put it on the mannequin now and you see what it looks like. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.